Well, it's safe to say King Charles's cancer diagnosis has rocked the world. Buckingham Palace announced Monday night that the monarch had been diagnosed with a form of cancer while he was being treated for an enlarged prostate. The royal family is yet to confirm what cancer exactly was found or what stage is at. News inundated our morning headlines and flooded our news feeds online as soon as the statement was released. So let's have a look around the world to see how King Charles III's cancer diagnosis was reported. Here in London, TalkTV broke the news on the Talk Monday night.
Hello and welcome. This is TalkTV. I'm Daisy McAndrew and tonight we're bringing you some breaking news from Buckingham Palace. It has been confirmed that King Charles has been diagnosed with cancer. That news just out in the last few seconds.
UK papers all led with the news on their front pages. The Independent read, King Charles diagnosed with cancer. The Sun quoted King Charles with, I have cancer. While Sky News broke the story on their broadcast on Monday night.
Good evening. We begin with breaking news, and Buckingham Palace has just released a statement about the health of the King. It says this: during the King's recent hospital procedure for benign prostate enlargement, a separate issue of concern was noted. Subsequent diagnostic tests have identified a form of cancer. His Majesty has today commenced a schedule of regular treatments, during which time he has been advised by doctors to postpone public-facing duties. Throughout this period, His Majesty will continue to undertake state business and official paperwork as usual. The King is grateful to his medical team for their swift intervention, which was made possible thanks to his recent hospital procedure. He remains wholly positive about his treatment and looks forward to returning to full public duty as soon as possible. His Majesty has chosen to share his diagnosis to prevent speculation and in the hope it may assist public understanding for all those around the world who are affected by cancer.
This image posted on Twitter showed the Irish newspapers all breaking the news to local news consumers, informing them the King has cancer. Over in Australia, First Edition host Peter Stefanovic, the morning anchor at Sky News Australia, broke the news to his early morning audience.
We begin with major breaking news this morning. Buckingham Palace has announced King Charles has been diagnosed with a form of cancer. A statement from the palace, issued not that long ago, reads, during the King's recent hospital procedure for benign prostate enlargement, a separate issue of concern was noted. Subsequent diagnostic tests have identified a form of cancer.
King Charles is stepping back from public duties while he undergoes treatment for cancer. The 76-year-old appeared in good spirits over the weekend when he was pictured smiling and waving to onlookers as he attended church alongside Queen Camilla in Sandringham. Buckingham Palace says the monarch remains wholly positive and is sharing his cancer diagnosis to prevent speculation and to raise awareness.
Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese also sent his well wishes to the monarch over Twitter. He wrote, Australians know that His Majesty King Charles has always reached out to us in our country's toughest moments, showing kindness and care for those doing it tough. All of us are thinking of him and his family in this very hard time. We wish him well for a speedy recovery. In India, CNN News 18 broke the news to its viewers in the morning local time.
Well, this breaking input is a sad one that is coming in from the Buckingham Palace. King Charles III has cancer and will step back from public duties. Now, Britain's King Charles III has been diagnosed with cancer and will step back from public-facing duties while he undergoes the treatment. Now, the Buckingham Palace announced this on Monday. Now, the update came after Charles, who is 75, attended a London hospital for a corrective procedure for an enlarged prostate gland last month.
America Reports host John Roberts from Fox News shared King Charles's news to his viewers after 1 p.m. local time.
News now from Buckingham Palace that King Charles III, you'll remember that he went in for an enlarged prostate to the hospital there, was discharged from the hospital. Well, subsequently now he has been diagnosed with, and they're not saying exactly what it is, a form of cancer. According to Buckingham Palace, he is undergoing treatments. He will stay away from what they call public-facing duties for a time, But apparently the king is very optimistic that they'll be able to get this cancer treated, and he'll be able to resume a full public schedule as well.
Along with other US television programs.
Good day. I'm Chris Jansing, live at MSNBC headquarters in New York City, and we begin with breaking news. It's coming to us from Buckingham Palace. They've just announced that King Charles has been diagnosed with cancer and is postponing his public duties.
King Charles III has been diagnosed, they say, with a form of cancer. They don't say which kind of cancer, but just that it is a form of cancer.
This, of course, coming after a recent hospital stay. A procedure for benign prostate enlargement, a separate issue of concern, was discovered. And we are getting reaction from leaders across the United Kingdom, including the British Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, posting to social media, quote, "Wishing His Majesty a full and speedy recovery. I have no doubt he'll be back to full strength in no time, and I know the whole country will be wishing him well."
Breaking news that I want to bring to your attention here. Some major news concerning the royal family, as we are now learning that King Charles has been diagnosed with cancer.
This is an NBC News special report. Here's Lester Holt.
Good day, everyone. We're coming on the air with breaking news in the United Kingdom, where King Charles III has been diagnosed with cancer. Buckingham Palace just confirming the news in a statement, but not saying which type of cancer.
This video also surfaced showing President Joe Biden telling reporters that he hopes to speak to King Charles.
Message to King Charles.
Glad to call him. I'm concerned about him. Just heard his diagnosis, but I'll be talking to him, God willing.
The US president also tweeted, "Navigating a cancer diagnosis, treatment and survivorship takes hope and absolute courage. Jill and I join the people of the United Kingdom in praying that His Majesty experiences a swift and full recovery." Former President Donald Trump took to his Truth Social page for one of his classic all-caps messages. He wrote, "King Charles has cancer. He is a wonderful man who I got to know well during my presidency, and we all pray that he has a fast and full recovery." Canada's news organisation CTV also breaking the news into its live broadcast.
Breaking news coming in from the United Kingdom and from Buckingham Palace on the health of King Charles. We're hearing the king has been diagnosed with a form of cancer. This was a statement issued by the royal family on X, formerly known as Twitter, confirming the diagnosis. The statement saying during King Charles' recent hospital procedure for a benign prostate enlargement, a separate issue of concern was noted. King Charles is 75, again, diagnosed with cancer. We don't have any other details. We will bring you updates as they come in right here on CTV News Channel.
Along with Canada's The National Post, papers splashing King Charles's news on the front page, sharing that the monarch will be scaling back his duties while he undergoes treatment. Qatar-based English channel Al Jazeera also shared the news in a breaking broadcast on Monday.
We're going to turn to some breaking news now. Britain's King Charles has been diagnosed with cancer. Buckingham Palace announced that he would not be fulfilling his public duties. Last month, the king spent several days in hospital for an enlarged prostate. Tests then identified a separate type of cancer.
To South America, where the news continued.
De la salud del rey Carlos III, porque claro, ya hay repercusiones luego de esta noticia que dimos de que tiene cáncer.
Británico que deseó al rey una recuperación total y rápida y dijo que sin dudas recuperará todas sus fuerzas en poco tiempo.
To show you the scale of which King Charles's cancer diagnosis was spoken about, take a look at how many various newspapers from around the world included the news on their front pages. These include Germany, the Middle East, Malta, Spain, Italy, just to name a few.